try to serve guitar, I think. I'm not sure though. They kind of multiply or whatever the word is, like the notes. Usually with David Gilmour, like I don't try to like play one note more than once, you know. This time I was trying to duplicate or replicate, whatever the word is. Actually crazy, Steely Dan, how are you? How am I doing, DC? Doghouse, thank you. Oh God. Hi, Yuchi. Abby, thank you. Matthew and TC. It's what I just noticed because most of the time when I'm playing, I'm sitting down. Thanks a lot, TC. When I stand up, man, I need to develop these muscles. I am effed. Yeah, my almost messed up my wrist again. I think it's just because 99% of the time when I'm playing, I'm sitting down. So my hand kind of, yeah, I need to develop these muscles, man. Yeah, I stood up for a few minutes and it started hurting. I think I shaved today. I forgot. I used to play it note per note, Ninja. We can do that. So let me remember it. But what I was gonna say, Ninja, Veronique, and TC. So David Gilmour is like, in my opinion, is the god of humility on the guitar. Right? So he plays 3 notes. My playing, it's heck you, Ninja. It's all like just expressing myself. I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of times people will tell me that the guitar is out of tune. You know what I mean? But when I watch myself, like right now, I'm very sober as of 7:40. I try to kind of incorporate that David Gilmour's humility in my playing. You know what I mean? What he does, it's almost like what they say, silence is more important than the notes he actually plays. You know, the pauses in between the phrases. Ninja, you did mention that you've been playing for like 20 years, right? So it's the pauses in between the phrases that make David Gilmour's playing almost like. So let me see if I can remember the solo to Mother. Yeah, it is in tune now. Thank you, Ninja. Yeah, here's a solo to Mother, then we can pull up the backtrack. Hi, Elvis. Did I get it right, Ninja? Yeah, I haven't played it in a while. Again, how are you, Al West? Sorry. Yeah, I used to play most of David Gilmour's solos note per note, and then again, I have developed that arrogance of just improvising and making my own stuff. So yeah, let's pull up the Fire Weather. Thanks a lot. Let me find the backing track to Mother. I haven't played it in a while. I know the timing is going to be. Excuse me. Ghost Mama's gonna help you. Yeah, I told you the timing was gonna get messed up. Thanks a lot, Ninja. Hi, Mizu. Yeah, let me try again. Yeah, the timing, even Shine on Your Crazy Diamond, to this day, I still mess up the timing. Ninja, what did you think? TC and Fire Weather, do one play through. What do you mean, fine weather? That's cool, Ninja. Yeah, the only, I think we did TC and Ninja. You guys did see me. Thanks a lot, TC. Probably my favorite Pink Floyd solo is Time, because again, that's the one that I always play the first one, try to do it like note per note, and then after that, just find a backing track and just go crazy. Hey, thanks a lot, Weather. Yeah, I was getting the timing. Let's do it again. I haven't listened to this song in a while. Because of like the effect of the pedals, you know, like, you know, we did talk about the mel zone, the phaser. I can turn the phaser on. I can really tell what's happening. The phaser, that's the electric distortion flanger. Me what pedals I have on, like without looking, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, I will. Okay, let's do Mother again. I think it does have the flanger, the original. Let me turn all the David Gilmour pedals on. Anywho, 747 here. What do you mean, Ninja? I can tell it's coming back to life. Let's see what I did there. We're talking about the song, coming back to life. Oh, the song, okay. Wait, one last song. It's getting a little bit late here. Let's see what I can do. You know what? Let me grab my. I don't even know if it's in tune, and I cannot tune by ear. Oh man. Oops. Oh fuck. It's cables, man. Ninja, let me know if it's in tune. Yeah, let's test your TC and Ninja. Do you guys recognize the song? Heaven sent the promised land, and I grabbed it with both hands. Now I'm the man on the outside looking in, waiting on the first step. Show me where the key is kept. Point me down the right line, 'cause it's time. Me in from the cold, turn my lead into gold. There is a chill wind blowing in my soul. Think I'm growing old. Wash the readies, what's a deal? Got to make it to the next meal. Try to keep up with the turning of the wheel. Mile after mile, stone after stone, turn to speak, but you're alone. A million miles from home, you're on your own. Me on the cold, turn my lead into gold. There is a chill wind blowing in my soul. Think I'm growing old. Ninja. Fire right by candlelight, with her by my side. If she prefers, we never stir again. Heaven sent the promised land, and I grabbed it with both hands. Now I'm the man on the inside looking out. You shout, come on in, what's the news? Where you been? There's no chill wind blowing in the soul. Think I'm growing old. TC and Ninja, do you guys know the song? So that's What's the Deal? Let's do another one. If I were swan, I'd be gone. If I were a train, I'd be late. What happened, TC? If I were a good man, talk to you more often than I do. You know the song, TC? Thanks for the kind words, Ninja. If I were asleep, I could dream. If I were afraid, Ninja, you got it. Miss Evie Bay. If I were afraid, I could hide. If I go insane, please don't put your wires in my brain. Yeah, Roger Waters is freaking master. If I were alone, I could cry. If I were with you, I'd be home dry. If I were a good man, understand the spaces between friends. If I were the moon, I'd be cool. Yep. If I were ruled, I could bend. It's the best verse ever. If I go insane, please don't put your wires. No. Will you let me join in with a game? The Oddity Locker. How are ya, Miss V-Bay? It is a masterpiece. It's weird that David Gilmour, Roger Waters, Nick Mason, and Rick Wright all thought that's probably the worst album, the worst song. The Oddity Locker, thanks a lot. I thought I saw you here before. Not sure though. You know, we can do more acoustics now that it's getting dark up. Oh, it's a beautiful sunset. Oh God. TC, see this? Man. Ninja, do you see that? That's really beautiful, man. Man, I should probably be facing that way, just to get some inspiration from nature. Okay, let's do a couple more acoustic songs. Let me get my projector. There we go. The Oddity Locker. We can't do that. I was TC requested it like yesterday, so I just turned my electric guitar off. I'm doing some acoustics. I mean, no, that is a. If you didn't care, Toxic. How are you, man? Oh no, TC, not DC. Ninja. Yeah, TC is watching right now. No, I'm in Chicago. Oh, Thin Ice, yeah, but I do need the electric guitar for that. Toxic, how are you, man? Yeah, I was playing electric. I just switched to acoustic. Cool, the Oddity Locker. I do. Toxic, I keep saying that. Ninja, Toxic, TC has been watching me for some time, and he knows that it's some days are good vocal days and others are not. But I keep saying that I don't have that confidence in singing as when, the confidence to play guitar. Thank you so much, Toxic. Yeah, let me sing a couple more songs and you guys let me know what you guys think for the vocals. Probably do that. The lunatic was Thin Ice. Yeah, it's 8 o'clock here, and the rules of the building is 8 o'clock. The noise has to stop. Thank you, Toxic. The lunatic is on the cross. The lunatic is on the cross. remembering games, daisy chains and laughs. Got to keep the loonies on the path. The lunatic is in my hall. The lunatics are in my hall. The paper holds their folded faces to the floor, and every day paper boy brings more. Is it? Yeah, that was after the first song. So I jammed with a new band, and I started singing the first time. We did Wild Horses by Rolling Stones. We did some Floyd too. So the first song, I aced it, man. So I could probably play it. I need the steel string for that one. Yeah, but it is the voice is a bit so after the first few songs I kind of lose that Anywho, yeah, let's continue the song. Exactly, TC. No, that's gonna come next, Ninja. So Toxic, no. I mean, I have been singing almost every day for the last 10 years. But I don't sing like on stage or... Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I have my own version of, is there anybody out there? Thank you, DC. I'm not 21. I'm way older than that, Toxic. Is when he changes the key. Anywho, let's go back to yeah, I have my own version where I keep like, thanks DC. The paper holds the folded faces to the floor, and every day paper boy brings more. And if the dam breaks open many years too soon, there is no room on the hill. And if your head explodes with dark forebodings too, I see you on the dark side of the moon. No, I won't, Toxic. The lunatic is in my head. critic is in my head. You raise the blade, you make the change, you rearrange me till I'm sane. You lock the door, throw away the key. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go out for a walk. Thanks a lot, Toxic, man. Yeah, I keep saying I'm gonna take this channel seriously and start like uploading covers, and maybe we'll make it big one day. But for the time, we're just jamming. And Toxic, thanks a lot, man. I thought you just told me that the voice was a bit Ninja. No, I won't forget you guys if I get famous. Patrick! How are you, Patrick? I was just gonna leave, man. No, TC, thank you, man. How are you, Patrick? Yeah, let's do, yeah, I was playing electric, then I switched to acoustic because it's 8 o'clock here in Chicago. Good, Patrick. Yeah, Toxic, okay. I'm too old. Let's do Julia Dream. I don't know if I can sing. No, that's Julia Dream, TC. I was 21 a long time ago, Toxic. I don't even remember when I was 21. Ninja, yeah. Let me try to give you the best voice best of my, but I'm sweating, man. It's probably open the window. Oh, man. See, I'm getting old. Je veux dédier ce poème à toutes les femmes Toxic. Yeah, I wish I could play Vera. The vocals are very hard to play. Vera, what has become of you? Is there any more? Eat again. Yeah, that song is very. TC did mention that you were gonna name your daughter after a song, right? Thank you, Toxic. I'm not that good, man. Yeah, I was gonna play Julia Dream. Cool, TC. Sunlight bright upon my pillow, lighter than an eider down. Will she let the weeping willow find this branch is round? Thank you, Ninja. I know, Toxic. It's sad, but we'll get there, man. Just give me some time. Juliet Ring, Dreamboat Queen, Queen of all my grief. That was my voice on this song. Thank Thank you, Toxic. Thank you, Ninja. Every night I turn the light out, waiting for the bell. Will this scaly armadillo find me where I'm hiding? Juliet, me, remote queen, queen of all my Will the misty master wake me? Will the key unlock my mind? Will the follow footsteps catch me? Am I really dying? Robin. Juliet Green, remote queen, queen of all my dreams. Yeah, anywho, I think it's time for me. I might come back live later, probably an hour, 2 hours from now. Ninja, TC, Toxic, Robin, who else is here? Veronique, I don't know if she's still here. Thank you so much. Thank you, TC. Riley is scared. How are you, Riley? Yeah, I just played the last song. I was gonna go out, but I will be back live again later tonight. Probably an hour and a half from now. You guys can. My pleasure, Ninja. Thank you. Thank you guys for tuning in and the encouragement and the kind words and stuff. Glad to hear that, Riley. Yeah, I'm gonna go out for a walk. I'll come back later. I'm not gonna delete the broadcast if you want to watch the whole stream. I mean, not the whole thing. If you want to check it out, we did some electric guitar, some surf guitar, and some Floyd, and then doing Floyd on the acoustic. Anywho, I'll see you guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Ninja, Patrick, TC, Riley, Yen. Yeah, I don't know if Patrick is still here. Toxic. I'll see you guys next time. I do, Ninja, from time to time, but like yesterday, I noticed like the first 2 minutes the guitar was out of tune. It was kind of it brought me down. I was like, dang it, I can't watch myself. Anywho, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, Riley, TC, and Ninja. Yeah, have a good night, Riley. Have a good night, everybody.